Essentially, like, I think that's kind of like the God force in the universe that we kind of see. And then also like in emotional connections where like if you love somebody, like you kind of know them on a level that's even beyond words. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of think that that's more so what like a God would be versus like a man sitting in the sky. But back to the simulation thing, if you were to read the Bible has prophecies and predictions in it. So if you are the writer of the Bible, because it's written by man, man created God. God didn't necessarily create man. Like mankind was on this earth, and then they looked to the heavens and said, "Oh, this is why the wind blows. It's a deity making the wind blow. It's a deity making the waves come." You know what I'm saying? Like, so man created God. So in that same likeness, if you're the writer of the Bible and you have prophecies, it's in your benefit to make those prophecies come true. So if you were to go into conspiracy theory level, you have to say to yourself, okay, the people that wrote the Bible or the people in power or whatever you want to say are trying to make the prophecies of the Bible come true, like plagues, famine, disease, war, which they always are constantly on the verge of kind of doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if they can actually make one of those happen, then everyone that's actually read the Bible will go back and say, oh, see, it's coming true now. See, there's the plague. The coronavirus is the plague. See. And it's like, well, it's a plague, but is it the plague of the Bible? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why, like, I think that the plague really is a plague of the mind. You know what I'm saying? Like more than anything. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that they're ever referring to anything real in the Bible in terms of like Jesus died on the cross. I think it's more of the act of it saying that he made like that ultimate sacrifice is why you can redeem yourself as well. You know what I mean? Saying like, because like he was innocent and he died. You know what I mean? Like
your
I know I'm going into layers.
No, but I mean like your explanation, first of all, is really well done. Like I definitely understand where you're coming from with that. And that specific thing on how religion specifically, like grew up Christian too. I wouldn't call myself Christian, but like just I can talk about that at another time. But like for what you're saying, the thing that I don't care for, especially in Christianity, is that I agree. What you're talking about, your interpretation of it, is really how I think the Bible should be used. You read it, you interpret it. It's not a actual like this is gonna happen. It's like use this and put your brain and like interpret that to make your life better. You know what I'm saying? So like if you say plague, I agree with you. I think plague is like anything that deteriorates you, a plague of the mind, like what you're saying. And like I don't care for like how religion can take those things and really like I think the people that if whoever created the Bible, not the kings and the people that twisted the shit, like the original people that I hope had good intentions if they existed. They wanted people to like think about it. Like clearly they were critical thinkers of their time, right? They whatever that was, like they are not to our level. So like their critical thinking is way less fucking broad than ours. But they wanted people to do what they were doing. And we obviously our brains have built on that and we have more knowledge. So like when you are now and it's like literally these preachers, that creepy fucking preacher that's online like blowing the coronavirus away and shit, and look, he looks like a demon. Like I don't believe in demons, but he looks like an evil motherfucker.
What are we going to do? I'm getting laid off at work. Hey, your job's not your source. If it is, you're in trouble.
In the name of Jesus.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
You come down and you crawl on your belly like God commanded you when he put his foot on your head.
Again, getting back to the comment, you said that you don't like to fly commercial because you don't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did. And don't you ever say I did. And don't you ever say I did.
That shows you somebody that's doing that is not doing it the right way, and they're coming off evil as fuck, which makes sense because that's not the way it's supposed to be interpreted. You should be, using that. That's a tool. Like, yeah, you definitely shouldn't murder people. You shouldn't rape people. You shouldn't want things that aren't yours that your neighbor, your friends have. You shouldn't do those things. That's great thinking. Those are great rules. Those are like rules to us. or should be.
Exactly.
Like, for me,
Eddie Griffin. Yeah.
That's a duh.
I was gonna say
thing,
Eddie
right?
Griffin, right. Well, Eddie Griffin, the comedian, he has a really good joke that he always says where nobody had to tell you in the Bible that it's wrong to kill your mama.